There is a great temptation to see the challenges we face as bad. There is an even greater temptation to believe that we need to run faster, work harder, and do more. It is times like these that we as visionary entrepreneurs and business leaders need to remind ourselves of our true purpose. I have the privilege of working with some amazing entrepreneurs and business leaders whose companies are simply crushing it. They love what they do, and their energy and drive is like wicked contagious. Do they face challenges? You bet. In fact, the challenges they deal with every single day are enormous. They're acquiring and integrating companies at a rapid rate. Their client base is demanding, and their solutions are complex. They have retention and cultural challenges just like everyone else, but at a much larger scale. Yet somehow, they are navigating all these challenges with ease and grace. They have surrounded themselves with a team of A players, and they get up every morning with a smile on their face. They know what their function is. Conversely, I meet a lot of leaders who are cynics. They wake up in the morning frustrated and drained before the day even begins. Every creative idea they are presented with is immediately met with all the reasons why something won't work. Lack of time, lack of resources, lack of knowledge, lack of money, lack of whatever. They blame others for their lack of success. The way they talk about their team sometimes makes you wonder if they even like them. They have doubts, just like we all do, but they give power to their doubts. The fear of not being good enough, right? Like, it affects everybody, but to them, it sometimes overpowers them. Before acting, many of them believe they need to have something more in order to navigate their challenges. They have forgotten their function. Now I want you to imagine for a moment, if you love what you did, imagine the feeling of getting to the end of the week, just knowing that, first of all, that you worked your ass off, but deep down inside, you know that the work you did mattered. How cool would that be? I'm here to tell you that that is possible if you remember your function. See, every day you are given the power of choice. You have a choice between following your limitations or remembering your function. Let's unpack this further. Let's compare and contrast the leaders who remember their function and those who don't, or who have gotten lost. See, leaders who remember their function take 100% responsibility for the choices they make or they fail to make. Those who forget their function blame others for their lack of success and happiness. Leaders who remember their function, they work on building the business and the team that's going to fuel growth. Those who forget their function play victim and complain about all the volume of work they have to do. Leaders who remember their function respond to their challenges. Those who forget their function react to their challenges. Leaders who remember their function seek guidance to co-create something better. Those who forget their function think it's a weakness to ask for help. Leaders who remember their function are open and willing to embrace the challenging path. Those who forget their function prefer the easy path. It's more comfortable. Leaders who remember their function make time for those who need help. Those who forget their function are motivated by self-interest. Leaders who remember their function act. They know that action changes things. Those who forget their function wait to see what will happen. Leaders who remember their function play big, not sometimes, but all the time. Those who forget their function play small. At LXU, we remind the leaders we work with that their function is to champion growth for themselves, their team, and their business. We call those we work with growth champions, right? As growth champions, we are committed to making a positive and meaningful difference in the lives of everyone we touch. Everyone, doesn't matter where. That is your function, and it makes the people we work with happy. So let me ask you this. How can you ever be unhappy if you remember your function? Right? Your function is to be happy by using the means by which happiness becomes inevitable. There is just absolutely no other way. Every time you choose whether or not to fulfill your function, you are really choosing whether or not to be happy. See, growth champions prepare themselves in advance for all the decisions they need to make by remembering that all their decisions are really pretty simple. Each one will lead to happiness or unhappiness. Can such a simple decision be really difficult to make? Don't let the complexities of form deceive you. There is only one choice. When you choose to make a positive and meaningful impact on everyone you interact with, you are choosing to be happy, right? How cool is that? Let me remind you that you have accepted the leadership position you are in right now, right? Let me remind you that you have been called to live with a greater sense of purpose. Something inside is tugging at you. You want more, and what that more is, only you can define. See, some people struggle to define what that more is, but they know it exists. That's okay. In fact, a few years ago, that was me. I knew I was ready to make a change, but I wasn't sure what that change was. All I knew was that I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to have a larger impact, and I wanted to set out on a journey to discover it. I remembered my function. If for some reason you have forgotten your function, remind yourself that, hey, that too is okay. The simple fact that you're still listening to this tells me that there is a deep desire burning inside of you to find that function once again. Don't worry about where you are. Don't worry about what you've done or what you failed to do. Today, like every day, is a new beginning, right? You have an opportunity right here, right now, to make a renewed commitment, to remember your function. Make a renewed commitment right now to making a positive and meaningful difference in the lives of everyone you interact with. This conscious choice will make you happy. It's really that simple. If you're still unsure on how to go about making that renewed commitment, let me give you a gift. I want to buy you a copy of my recent book that I just released, Freedom to Experiment: How to Ignite a New Level of Focus, Energy, Momentum in Yourself and Your Team. This energy and focus and momentum that I'm talking about will quickly remind you of your function. Follow the link in the description and I'll personally sign a copy for you. Okay, if you like what I shared today, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, share a comment related to your business or a key takeaway, and of course subscribe, because each week I'm sharing content that's going to help you and your team embrace change, focus your efforts, and accelerate results. Remember this, you're just one idea away. We'll talk to you soon.